Linchpin.
Hey Linchpin, this is Kevin. My wife Amanda is filming, and this is my 30 by 40 shop, which I have turned most of it into a gym. We live out here in the country outside of Oklahoma City, just north of Oklahoma City. And I got off social media for a month and came back and everybody was giving gym tours. So here I am. When we run, we got a 200-meter lap that goes around the house. There's a chicken coop out back, and we run around the garden, around the chicken coop, and back over here. It's about 200 meters. I'm not too worried about it being, there's my dog in the window. I'm not worried about it being exactly 200 meters because as long as we're running the same course over and over and over again, I'm content with the lap being consistent and my times being comparable. So the shop's a mess right now. We just got new floors in the house, but I do want to stop over here. My gym used to be on this side. So I hung the rope right there. It's like everybody else. I think the top of the ceiling is 15 feet, but I can't get it at the very top. So right there is fine. It's about 13 feet, and like everybody else, I just don't jump. I just start at the bottom. Up there, I do have a wheelbarrow that I cut a hole in the front and there's a PVC pipe and a harness so I can do sled drags and sled pushes. It works really well on the grass out there. This is my whole gym area. I'm really, really proud of it. I have invested way too much money, but I've been doing CrossFit for, I don't know, 2012 is when so about 10 years. But inconsistently, I've had some layoffs. I had some troubles with alcohol, and I'm actually 6 years sober, I think, right? 6 years sober now. So alcohol is behind me, but then ice cream took over and bad diet. So we're back on track. Anyway. Started with just two stall mats, and this piece of OSB board was my lifting platform, and I had wood squat racks made out of 2x4s inside of buckets, and that's where I worked out. I built these plyo boxes that are over here early on when I lived in Texas, and they're still living. They squeak and they're a little bit iffy, but they work. Added the rower next. That's a PM3 monitor, I think. A couple million meters on that thing. This is my Schwinn Airdyne modified by Assault Fitness. So I bought an Assault Fitness computer. Took this thing apart, and it's got its squeaks and creaks and everything. I think it's a little bit easier than a real assault bike, but it gets the job done, and just like the running, as long as I'm consistent and I'm using the same piece of equipment, I can measure myself, so I'm fine with it. The rig, I don't know what number or dash it is. It's this and the barbells, I think, is the only thing from Rogue, maybe an ab mat, but really wanted to do something that tied into the wall, but the more and more I thought about it, I didn't want to take up the whole length of the wall, but I still wanted the 2 squat stations, so I do have the 2 squat stations now, and then finally got bar muscle ups, so I got plenty of room for bar muscle ups. I just added a set of rings, and it's amazing. I haven't even tried a ring muscle up in probably 2 years. Never had one before, and I jump up there and first try, just bam, hit a ring muscle up. So didn't record it, had to jump down and then film another one to get my first. So we keep these down here. Wife's got the Bella bar. These are just wall space for whatever. That crossbar is about 8.5 feet. So Amanda does her wall balls there. And then like the bottom of that top bar is 10 foot. So I just try to hit close to that top bar on my wall balls. I got like the new Ohio bar. It's supposed to be like the quiet one. I don't know, because I was using this one from Fringe Sport. This thing is a dinosaur for me, and it's seen a lot of stuff. And I keep it around squats, deadlifts, stuff like that. It's been through some stuff. So got my little round counter down here that I never use because Amanda kind of takes up this side. And so every 5's got a colored bead, and you just slide them over. It works really good. Got my Simple Green cleaner. I'm a huge fan of Simple Green. It cleans the whiteboard, it cleans the equipment. I don't have any issues with rust or anything, so works out really well. This is my whiteboard. It's just, I think it's like in the shower stall section at like Home Depot and stuff like that. Just back to the piece of PVC or OSB, and then I screwed it into the wall. used to be really big into like Spartan races and 5Ks and collecting medals and bibs and stuff like that. Really gotten away from that. There's some archery stuff up there from me and my son, but was really proud of a year that I set a goal to compete in 10 events, and I did it. So this is my shoebox. Everybody was saying, there was a whole discussion the other day on shoe boxes, and I built one a long time ago. So and then got my rollers, got the yoga mat for like handstand push-ups and stuff like that, got 2 ab mats, got towels, got old like notepads. I think I got Brian McKenzie's book that I never read, and then Supple Leopard, which maybe has been opened twice. Poker chips, Amanda's collection of shoes, my collection. There's some nanos in there, and I think some old runners. Most of this set of dumbbells was a Facebook find. They were all rusted up and nasty, and I wire brushed them down and painted them black. It's just spray paint, and it worked out great. And then I've supplemented in some, like there's a 15, a couple 20s. PVC pipes, everybody's got those. 1 wall ball, incline bench. My bench is super light. I got, these are 50-pound kettlebells. They're not 53s. I don't care. They're close enough. I got a knee sleeve I don't wear. Another dumbbell. I got 50s here. Those are like my my go-tos. And then down here, I think I got 2 sets of 45s, 2 sets of 25s, 2 sets of 10s, and a set of 15s, and then 2.5s and 5s. I got like my voodoo floss that I don't use anymore. A billion collars because these ones can't stay latched. The old school ones, these ones are when I'm really frustrated and like just throw on old trusty sweatbands because it gets hot. Grips, weight belts, my rope. I use the Spiel rope. I really like the Spiel rope. So, but I got some other ones up there that I've gotten from Amazon, but the Spiel one by far is my favorite. Got the bands. Unfortunately, like I can't find, like I keep breaking the black bands, and then every time I break a black band, I got to buy a whole new set. Got a Matador on sale when I bought the rig. So everyone needs a Matador. I don't think that everybody needs one, but it's been super helpful. Do have my Linchpin banner kit. I got my Rogue banner, and then I got my Rogue flag. I'm an Avalanche and Broncos fan. I grew up in Colorado, so that's what we got. Over here we got our TV. We use that for workout demonstrations. Our music goes through there. I got a computer hooked up to it. I got like my college surround sound system hooked up to it, and we play music. We watch demonstrations. We watch TV while we're on the bike or rower. Sometimes we come down here and just hang out on the couches when it's nicer. I do have a clock, but I broke the remote, so now we're using the browser for a clock. And then I got my little heater up there. It's a 5,000 watt heater that is not big enough for this space, but I got it rigged up to a thermostat, and I can get it up to about 45 when it's freezing outside. But it really does pretty good. So, oh, got my old chalk bucket. Like everyone else, I stickered the heck out of this thing. Every time I get a new sticker, I put a new sticker on it. So I think that's it, isn't it?
I think so.
Okay, that's my gym. I've been watching everybody else's gyms, and it's really cool. So I got a few ideas from that. So anyway, have a nice day. Thanks.